Hey everybody, I'm AlishaTV here with the fabulous Stacy London.
Hello.
Right here in Mebane, North Carolina.
In Mebane, North Carolina. That's Mebane, not Mebane.
And it's Tanger, not Tanger.
That's
outlets.
right. It's Tanger Outlets. We are here at the opening of Tanger Outlets in Mebane, North Carolina. I almost messed it up. Mebane, North Carolina. And it has been the most awesome day, hasn't it?
Your crowd was phenomenal.
Nothing ever happens in Mebane, North Carolina. Can you believe she's here? We're here at the Tanger Outlet. Really?
Oh man, yeah.
This is so cool.
I love it. Stacy's my favorite.
I know, right?
I want to go on what not to wear.
Do you think she would let me wear this?
I don't know.
I don't think so either.
I want your job when I get there.
Right, you can have it. I'm exhausted. This is yours. Here.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So it was really hot here in Mebane, North Carolina, but you're out there smiling, joking, and telling people what to wear.
Okay, first of all, it wasn't that hot because this morning when I got up at 4 in New York City, it was not that hot. And it was not that hot when we arrived. What I find about North Carolina is that the temperature goes up significantly during the day. Yeah, it spiked. And then we were in a plastic tent with the sun shining on us, and it was a little bit like being cooked. I felt a little bit like I was in an oven, and wearing a leather jacket, probably not the smartest idea. Having said that, it was a really glorious opening celebration, and there were so many fancy politicians here. I'm not usually around politicians, so that was kind of fancy in and of itself. And Steve Tanger was here, and that was kind of fancy.
We saw Steve. That was fabulous.
He was very
made
well
an appearance.
dressed. Yes.
I'm sure he took extra time this morning because you were here.
I don't know if he took extra time. He seems like a pretty cool cat. I'm not going to lie. It sort of dawned on me that like he dresses like that all the time.
Maybe that might be the case for him, but for me, I mean, I really did take extra time to like go, oh my gosh, what you must find that often when you're about to meet someone. People are always worried about being in front of you with like what they're wearing.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I like to put the fear of God in people because then they dress better.
You know what's funny though? I met a lot of people in line and they've been watching the show for years, and however, comma, space, like they didn't get it.
Yeah,
like, they
well,
didn't,
that's probably because they're watching with the volume down.
that might be
That's
the
always
case.
my theory. People who tell me they've been watching the show and then they show up to meet me in Polar Fleece, I just assume that they're either hard of hearing or they don't have any sound.
Nice to meet you too. Yes, even though you're wearing Polar Fleece. That's why they make cashmere, Jennifer. No, don't.
Or white shirt, white bra. That's a no-go.
Yeah,
We
that
learned
was tough.
Today.
There was that one woman who was calling out her friend, and she was wearing a white t-shirt with the worst bra I've ever seen. I was like, before you want to throw stones, lady, you want to be careful.
He told you to take off that t-shirt and bra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the cutest thing today, though, was the little
Jason.
8-year-old boy.
Jason was 8 years old, apparently has a little crush on moi.
Hey, how are you?
Jacob has a little crush.
Really? What are you doing later?
He wore his axe today. He's an 8-year-old.
Come here. Can you come
Lean over so we can get a picture.
So he wore Axe to meet me.
Squirt, squirt. He really had to make the smell impression and not the clothing impression to impress Stacy.
I really was very impressed. I asked him what he was doing later, but he, I don't know, has an early bedtime.
My favorite, however, was the Halloween costume.
Oh yes, there was a young girl who dressed as me for Halloween.
You were me for Halloween!
Oh my God.
Come here and give me a hug. Come here.
I feel like I've arrived. It's a little bit like if a drag queen does me, I know that I've arrived. Like this was
arrived.
just as good.
She's totally arrived. Well, you've arrived with a brand new business that you're launching, Style for Hire, and that's what we're talking about today. Super stoked to hear about your design.
I have just launched a new company. It is called Style for Hire. We have launched it in Washington, D.C. We go national in September. Basically, I am training an army of stylists.
Army of stylists.
An army of stylists with
that.
my training that basically are an affordable service. Rather than thinking that stylists are for celebrities or rich people, we wanted to create a service where you can hire a stylist in your city if you type in your zip code on our website. And the idea being that you can choose from stylists in that area. They set their own price point, so you can decide how much you want to pay. But we do closet audits, we do shopping in your closet.
Wait,
and
so they go in your closet and they'll like raid your closet and tell you what not to wear.
Yeah, basically based on the training that I wrote a whole manual for the training. So the idea being that you may not be able to hire me, but wherever I go, people ask me, do you do personal services? I don't really have that kind of time anymore, but I thought, hey, what if I could train stylists who are already working in a very specific kind of philosophy that is completely being an advocate for the customer. It is not about spending the customer's money, and teach them how to invest in their wardrobe. So, think about it this way. I mean, if you wanted to have somebody, if you want to plan out your investments, you go to a financial advisor, or, I don't know, decorate your house, you go to an interior designer. This should be the same kind of service. When you want your image to be a certain way, you don't want to waste money, come to us and we'll make sure that you invest wisely.
So go online, styleforhire.com. If you want to be a designer, you can actually register to attend one of her workshops, or you can put in your zip code and find a designer right there.
Well, not a designer, a stylist.
A stylist in your area.
But, we like designers too.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right, Stacy, London, Mebane, it's been brilliant. Thank you for coming to North Carolina, and thank you for your time today.
My pleasure.
At Tanger Outlets.
Holler.
See you next time.
You're watching Alicia TV.